Hey everybody, John here again. Today's another video in the Vlogist series. So today we're on day 10. And what I wanted to talk about today was the concept of kind of approaching vegan activism and advocacy from like a sales perspective. So I'm in a sales role. I've worked in sales and this kind of a role for quite a while. I've got quite a bit of experience with it, and I've learned quite a few things along the way. And so really one of my biggest philosophies that I like to try to follow, and any basic training will give you the same sort of a deal, is that you want to be listening. And in fact, studies have shown, and many people suggest, that the talking to listening ratio when trying to sell someone on something is about 70% listening, 30% talking. Which makes sense, because what you want to try to do is uncover what is important to that prospective customer or client. So whether you're selling a product or a service, or you're trying to get someone to buy into a philosophy and a mindset like veganism, you still want to try to uncover those similar things. What's important to this person? What are this person's pain points? What keeps them up at night? What makes them think about how they can do things differently, or whatever it is. So I know I've been very guilty of this in the past, where I just kind of go right into rambling off the features and benefits of veganism. It's better for the animals, better for the planet, better for whatever. It can be better for health, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? When people hear a sales pitch, a lot of times, what do you think of? You think of going into a store, being bombarded right away. Someone comes up, hey guys, can I help you with anything? Or, if you need anything, let me know. And they start listing off all the deals and the specials, and it's too much. Like, I hate that when I'm going somewhere just to browse. And so of course it's like, no, I'm just browsing. Like, please leave me alone, right? So instead of doing that, which I think is our natural tendency, because we have a lot of good information and, these are great selling points, what we really need to do is just take more of an active listening approach, not a passive approach, but an active listening approach. So some of the best activism, street interviews and whatnot that I've seen have here on YouTube anyway, have been from people like Joey Carbstrong, Earthling Ed, Emma at Banana Warrior Princess, where they really are utilizing that Socratic method of asking questions and then just allowing that conversation to naturally flow towards the things that are important to the person they're talking to. So maybe it's not ideal and the person is more concerned about health, right? Well, we can at least talk about that. And so maybe that's not the whole point. We want people to be like in tune with the ethics and environmental aspects. But if that's what they're giving us to work with, and that's the selling point that's going to get them interested in at least making some better decisions, then we throw them that rope and we say, okay, well, here's some information about that. And, maybe we have an opportunity at that point to also throw in some other relevant things that maybe touch on the ethics and the environment. But it's important to go with the flow of the conversation instead of just going into sales mode and saying, here are the 4,000 great things about veganism, and you need to listen to all of these. Because I know after about a minute or two of somebody going on in their little spiel, if it's even that, more like 20, 30 seconds, I'm like, okay, are you done yet? Like, I just want to go look at washing machines or whatever the hell it is, right? I don't want to be sold to. So it's important to be good listeners. That's the whole point of this video, I guess, is if we try to just understand that the conversation will get where we need it to go, use the Socratic method where we're asking questions, allowing it to flow, and then, picking up on what it is that person's important, picking up what is important to that person, and then just touching on those points, I really think we'll find a whole lot more headway with the conversations that we have regarding veganism. So, like I said, I've been in sales for a long time. I deal with estimates on things that can be anywhere from a few $1,000s up to millions of dollars of product. It's very important to know your facts and to know what those benefits and features are, so that they can be presented in the right manner and at the right time But really, I know if somebody is coming to me and saying, hey, we're looking for something like this, or we're looking for something like that, number one thing I'm going to do is ask them questions. Do you have some further, conditions you'd like to tell me about? What is more important to you, price or delivery? What is more, these are the things we need to unlock and uncover, because knowledge is power, man. Seriously, every little bit of information that we have arms us with another direction or flow that can maybe help us connect with that prospect even more. So yeah, don't be the used sleazy car salesman kind of stereotypical guy or girl, and I know I don't mean that as any kind of derogatory comment against used car salesmen. Obviously not everybody's the same, and there's some great people out there, but I think everybody kind of understands what I mean by that. It is a stereotypical sort of like kind of go-to that we can use to exemplify the type of bad salesmanship that we encounter sometimes. So hopefully you find this helpful. If you have any questions, maybe I've left something out. I'm just kind of out on my lunch break here and trying to put this together while my phone is resting up against a tree. Like, this isn't a great setup. But if you have any questions or comments down below, let me know, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, definitely go check out Joey, Ed, Banana Warrior Princess if you haven't already. I'm sure you guys know those people, but I'll link their channels below anyway. And until next time, guys, keep making those obvious gains in veganism. It's happening. The world is recognizing it's becoming mainstream, and it's because we're having good conversations, and we're understanding what changes the market and the perception. So keep it up to everybody who's doing the work already, and I encourage everybody who isn't already doing some work to at least start making YouTube videos or posts on social media about it. Plant those seeds. All right, peace, guys. Talk to you next time.